Alright, Cunts Anonymous, we are here with another fucking Factorio Let's Play. So last time we got fucking bunch of bullshit figured out with the coal. I'm out of coal over here, actually. Tragic. But we're working right now on getting electricity, but that's going to be a little bit of a longer-term task. I need more coal, is the problem, and we are out of coal everywhere. Oh, but I have a lot of coal in here. Fantastic. So we're going to put a bunch of coal in here. What we really need is iron, so I really need to make sure that this is always going. I'm just gonna put a shit ton of coal in here. That's what I need. Just like all my coal, basically. I'm not that worried about like stone or anything like that. I'll worry about that later. So we made some pipes in the previous episode. So now I'm going to drag the pipe, and I'm going to take this. And so our goal, like I said, we're going to do our electricity setup here. So my goal is just to pipe some water up here. I'm going to do a little bit more. I only have one pipe, right? So right now our problem is with iron production, right? So we need more iron, which oh my god, I did maybe accidentally forget to pause and AFK'd a lot, which is great, actually. It definitely helps us out. We'll do that. And because we don't have to wait like 10 years for iron. So actually a blessing in disguise. I need to make sure that I am powering my things though. So I'm going to quickly dump half of my coal in here. And I'll dump the other half in the stone drill. And then the goal of that is just to make enough pipes to get the water up to our electricity setup. And that'll be great. So, pipes, let's grab that. We're gonna do it maybe from like, we'll do it to like here probably. Yeah, that'll be fine. So there we go. We now have good water shit happening. And then we did make some underground pipes, so I'm gonna grab one of these. And this just is gonna let me bypass the cliff, except I don't have that quite done correctly. So we can just do that, and then we can bypass the cliff that way to save us from a shit ton of pipes. And then we now have water up here. Excellent. So, we did craft all the things we need for electricity. So we have water up here now. So we are going to use that. I need more space, honestly. So we're going to put the water here, probably. Let's start with the steam engine. So the steam engine is what's going to actually make the power. So I want that probably to go like here, if I can. And then the boiler is what powers the steam engine. So I can't put that there, but I can move this here, and that will work. So how this is going to work is you can see like there's arrows, inputs, and outputs. We're missing a lot of shit. Oh, that's not going to work, actually. I'm going to need to move this whole operation. Oh, didn't think that through. That's fine. I'm just trying to be ideal here. Yeah, this is fine. Let's do like that. And we'll put the steam engine here. And we just need to pipe our shit in. Ah, fuck. Look at that perfect amount of pipes. Okay, there's one extra, but that's fine. Okay, so now we have water connected to, right? The water can go in and out of here, so we have water coming in here. In here, it gets converted into steam. Steam comes out of here into the steam engine, and then that's where our electricity comes from. But I need to get more coal, of course, because it's fucking a primitive game. I'm a coal boy. So let's get our coal, and then we will do this. This game is mostly explanation, not gonna lie. A lot of explaining in this game, but eventually we'll reach a point where I'm just doing a lot of research and just automating shit, and that'll be when, you know, that'll be when the fucking party kicks in. That's where we're gonna break out the nachos and the meth. All right. So there we go. We got that. But before we do that, we need 37 coal. We can just put that right in here. And now our boiler will start cooking up the water into some delicious, nutritious steam. And the steam engines convert this into electricity by saying, hey, bitch, we got no fucking place for it to go. So I just crafted some small electric poles, so I'm going to put it on my hotbar. And this has like an area around it, as you can see. But I can just slap that right here. And now the electricity from the engine is being pushed into the pole. And we now have electricity. Epic memes. So this just makes life way easier. But the first thing we need to do with electricity is fuel our thing, right? Because remember, this won't work unless we have coal. So unless I intend to be running back and forth the entire game, putting coal in here over and over. I need to figure out some way to make sure that this is automatically filled with coal. So the way to do that is we have grabby hands. I've already made some last episode, but I'm going to explain them a little bit better this time. The grabby hands grab things and then they insert, right? So there's like a yellow line on the bottom, arrow on the top. The yellow line is where I grab from, arrow is where I deposit it. So I can just put it here, and that's saying I will deposit whatever I'm grabbing, I will put into this machine here. But you see, it doesn't have electricity, right? It's fucking complicated. Everything's fucking horrible. It always builds on itself. I'm actually going to try and be efficient and try and get 2 birds with 1 stone there. See that? So I can power the hand and the steam engine. And I kick the steam engine into high gear. But lo and behold, our grabber hand has nothing to grab. Isn't that fucked up? I know. I hate it. It's like fucking... It's the worst thing I've ever seen. I saw a fucking ASPCA commercial. The fucking start with 2 dogs like humping each other and being hungry and starving to death, and then the third screen was a fucking grabby hand with nothing to grab, and it just got depressed and like fucking jumped into a bathtub. It was a horrible commercial. So we don't want that. We want to take our paths. This is transport belts. Belts are epic, and they let you do cool things. I'm going to put mine here actually. And I am also going to get rid of that and put this in its place. This is an electric mining drill, so it's a mining drill, but it runs on electricity. It's self-explanatory, right? It's nothing special. Uses electricity instead of coal, and it's much larger. It's more effective. And then I do want one more grabby hand, and we will go ahead and put that in my second slot. This is just kind of how I have my hotbar for things, you know. You know how it is. All right, so we need to bring something over to the hand to grab. That's what this is for. It's a belt, right? Very cool. So we just need to slowly worm our way around because I've actually chosen the worst possible spot, and we will need to move this eventually. We should probably do that soon, actually. In fact, we should do that right now, as a matter of fact, while I'm sitting here thinking about it. Because it's the more you build, the harder it gets to reset. Not that it's ever super hard to reset, but let's put our boiler where we want, and then we'll connect the water to it. That seems like a good idea. So let's take the boiler, and I want it to go like here, I think. So the steam engine, I want to go here. Yeah, we'll put it there. This is fine, I think. This place is way more awkward than I realized, to be honest. But we're just living our best life anyways. I need more pipes. I'm gonna make like maybe 10 of those. And get that done. Just go ahead and start rebuilding what we had. And I just need my pipes. We just need to pipe water in. There we go. Excellent, we're out of pipes. Let's make more pipes. Let's make more pipes. There we go. Alright, very cool. Alright, so now we got water again. We just need to put the coal in there, and we're operational again. Alright, so same deal. We are going to bring something to this. What are we gonna bring? Well, we're gonna bring coal, you fucking goof. What the fuck? Not fucking listening, huh? Doesn't look like it. So what we're gonna do with that is we're going to start a drill, and we will put that probably right here, I think. I like setting them up to be optimal, which is sometimes results in very inefficient drills like this. So you'll see there's not a lot of coal underneath the drill. In fact, only half of the drill is covering coal. And most people would be like, hey, that's not a good spot. But you know what I say? I say it's going to look nicer in the long run because it's going to be organized and clean. And that's what Factorio is all about. So I'm going to... This is a little inefficient, but I like setting these up so that there's always power along the power lines. So we're going to do that. You can stretch it out a little farther to get more distance out of it, but, you know. I'm pretty anal about my stuff. I like it being very specifically laid out to make expansion easier. But what I'm doing here is I'm using power lines to bring power over to my electric mining drill. And just like that, we're making coal. Hey, there it is. It pooped right out. So now we're going to take this coal. We're going to bring it up here. I'm going to start my transport belts here, though. So that way the coal comes along. Yeah, see, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. I'm automating. It's only episode 2. Oh, my God. on. Alright, let's come up here. And let's just keep going. Like this. This will be good for me. I'm going to need more tracks, but we're pretty close. And luckily we can make 10 more. And while we were doing that, meanwhile, we have been producing everything. I want to check how much copper I have. I have plenty. I'm not going to waste my coal on that. Let me see how this is doing. I'm just going to put a little bit more coal in there. And by that I mean like an entire stack. I'm going to really make sure that this has plenty of coal. See that? Look at that. It's not plenty of coal. 22, 34. We'll do that. There we go. That'll be fine. Okay. Make sure we're always making iron. I'll go in here, grab what we got. We can make... this might be enough, actually, for what we're doing. You'll see we're getting it back up. So the coal drill is just always putting out coal. And we can use that to our advantage to get a little stockpile going. Oh, shit. I did that wrong. Did I? Okay, there we go. Alright, so look at what we've done here. So the electricity, again, is only working because we have coal in there. So eventually that coal's going to burn out and we're not going to have electricity for the building anymore. So that's fucked up. So what we've done to mitigate this is now we have this track bringing the coal all the way up to Mr. Grabby Hands. Mr. Grabby Hand's going to grab our wonderful coal. He's going to feed it to Mr. Boiler. But he doesn't eat it yet, right? It only does it if it's like low on resources. We have like 27. So if I were to take all this coal out, there we go, right? And the boiler lives another day. So now this is a continuous stream of coal that's just going to keep piling and piling. And this is going to make sure that our generator is always online and never runs out of coal. And I'm, in fact, going to place this coal on the belt here. There we go. Okay. So now we have power, reliable power, and a supply of coal, which is great. So now that we have power, what's the first thing we gotta do, right? Well, the whole point of the game is to research. So I'm going to get a laboratory set up. And what do I need? I need 15 copper, so I'm gonna go get some copper. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, folks. Gotta put a little bit more coal in there now that we're doing a little bit better on our coal supply. Yeah, let's grab. Yeah, that'll be fine. Then we can make a lab. And I also like building a radar, so we're gonna build that too. And then while our research is going, I do want to build some light armor. As you can see, I have my arsenal over here. Like I mentioned in the last episode, we are going. Well, yeah, we're about to go to war, folks. We are about to go to fucking war, and we need to be ready. We need to be ready with the arsenal of a fucking Fallout character. We need 20 guns at any point in time. This actually could be more efficient if I wasn't an idiot, but what are you gonna do? I was an idiot. I could have like made a straight line down here, but you know what? That's what happens to your base. You change things. Let's see. So, first things first, I need more ammo. Actually, first things first, I need to put my lab and radar down. Right, I got a little distracted. So the lab and the radar both need electricity to work. Electricity, you have a certain amount. Your generator only puts out so much. You can click on your power pole to see. Right now, I only consume 90 kilowatt hour, or 90 kilowatts. But I produce 900, so we're doing great on electricity. But I'm going to put down a radar. Radars consume a lot. And anywhere there's blue, the radar will work, so I'm just going to slap this bad boy down somewhere. And now what this radar is doing is it's exploring the map. Not super important right now, but I like knowing what's going on around me. Seeing more alien nests and things like that. Late game, you're going to use radar to find your ship parts, as I understand. Again, I've never gotten that far before, but now you can see the radar is starting to explore like this part of the map, and it'll help me get a better read on my surroundings. And then I have a lab, which I can put here, and the lab is where we do research. So what we want to do is we need to research 10 of the reds in order to unlock our next step. So this is where I would put them. So I need to craft reds. How do I make reds, you ask? Well, I can make 8 right now. I just need 2 iron, 1 copper. I'm a little bit short on iron, so I'm just going to actually go get some iron. There we go. So I'm going to make 10 red bottles, which you can see. They take a little bit of time to craft down here. And while that happens, while I'm crafting, I will go ahead and get a bird's eye view of what's going on. So, kind of how you want your base to be laid out is dependent on where your resources are. The way I do it is I like to have a harvesting area and a smelting area and all that, but oh shit, we're out of time. So, we're going to finish crafting these reds. In the next episode, we're going to... Oh, we need to get this back online, actually. I don't have the shit for it, but... In the next episode, we're going to go ahead and look into our... look into getting electric drills set up in more places. And get everything, like, truly automatic. Because we're not, like, super automatic right now. We're, like, wanna-be automatic. So, we will do that next time and get research going. So, alright, see you there. Goodbye. 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 Where's my button?